Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pondering Proverbs. Thank you for joining us this wonderful evening. Today, we have a line of amazing speakers sharing their thoughts about a few selected proverbs and giving you their perspective on them. So, let's start the program with understanding what a proverb is. Proverb is generally written by an anonymous writer. So it's very difficult to track down who actually said these proverbs. And these are, passed on generations to generations. But do you know what is the most significant part of a proverb? It is that proverbs are generally borrowed from one language to another. So you find one proverb in English, there are good chances that you find it amongst all the other world languages. So without further ado, let's go into the program. First, we have Amrita. Amrita is here to tell us about a path angels are very scared of taking it, but fools aren't. Let's listen to Amrita to know more about this. Put your hands together for Amrita.
The proverb warns us against hasty and thoughtless action. It is unwise to be hasty. Prudent people are always very careful in their dealings with others. They think twice before they act. They think of the consequences of their action and will act only if they can succeed. Such people won't jump to hasty conclusions, and so they normally succeed in what they do. But foolish people act hastily without proper thought. They won't think of the consequences of their actions. They will jump to hasty conclusion, and so they fail in their endeavors. So it is said that fools enter into critical situation without much thought, where even angels fear to go. If one takes any step rashly and recklessly, it can prove to be dangerous. If a small country decides to fight against a big, powerful country, the former will surely meet with a failure. Such a thoughtless action will destroy that country. When a person decides to start a business, he should think twice. Foolish people always take rash decision and it is wrong. Such people are led more by their instincts than their thoughts. Thus, the proverb cautions us against reckless acts. Thank you.
Truly said Amrita. Fools rush in, the angels fear to dread. Next upon we have Pavan. Pavan is going to draw a comparison between a fruit and a thorny plant. Are you wondering, can fruits or can thorny plants bear any fruits? Pavan has the answer to your doubts. Let's listen to Pavan.
Grapes do not grow on thistles. The problem means that good can never come out of it. Grapes are kind of good fruit, but this fruit will not come out of thistles. Thistles are thorny plants, so they stand for evil. Grape stands for good. So the proverb means that good can never come out of evil. Good can only come from good. Evil can only come from evil. A good man spreads love, sympathy, and concern. He is an asset to the society. A bad man spreads hatred and apathy. He is an ulcer to the society. He spreads the false message that anything is permissible to make money. He can mislead the society, so the society does not expect any good from him. Wicked people make money illegally, but their prosperity is temporary. They will have no happiness in their life. Good actions cannot be expected from evil deeds. It is permanent too. Thank you.
Wow, well said, Pavan. True. Good can only bring in good to our society. Much needed reminder for all of us. Next up, we have Mahati, stating a fact that we adults need to understand and realize. Are you wondering what that fact is? Let's listen from Mahati herself.
Flattery brings friends to enemies. When someone praises us, we become happy. But when someone criticizes us, speaks the truth about our mistakes, we become unhappy and irritated. We like the person who praises us, but we do not like the person who always speaks the truth about us and he becomes our enemy. It is natural to like someone who praises us and pleases us. The flatterer satisfies our ego by his praises, and so we like him. But if someone points out our mistakes, we feel annoyed. Truth is often unpleasant. It creates feeling of enmity and hatred. So it is said, flattery brings friends, truth, enemies. Thank you.
Rightly said, Mahati. This is a fact I feel most of us as adults need to listen to children and actually realize the power between truth and just not go by flattery. Next up, we have grown. We're going to talk about a proverb which has two different meanings. The proverb that called empty vessels makes a lot of noise. You might have heard it. The same way, another very similar proverb which says barking dogs seldom bite. Are you confused? What's the confusion between both these proverbs? Let's listen to John get more insight on it.
Barking dogs seldom bite because they merely make much noise. They lack a run and only try to frighten people away by their bark. But there are dogs that do not bark too much. They are sure to bite us. There are people who talk too much without meaning anything serious. They also utter big threats, but are incapable of putting them into practice. Those who go about boasting are only announced to keep a false image of themselves and others. We take such people seriously. People who talk less are to be watched and taken seriously. They be a humility. They do not waste their time on unnecessary talks. People who talk less are great dogs, while people who talk too much are like barking dogs, good breed, seldom bark, but can attack others skillfully. In the same way, people who talk less, boast less, can do noble deeds. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. I'm sure you all might have got a lot of insight on why barking dogs seldom bite. Next up, we have Nikhil Kumar. So, Nikhil Kumar is here to tell you if you are someone who pays a lot to restaurants, you must be someone who pays a lot to doctors too. Confused? What's the relationship between going to a restaurant and going to a doctor? Nikhil is exactly going to tell us why is it important that we eat healthy meal and pay less to the doctors. Let's listen to Nikhil.
The proverb is a warning to those people who are not ready to spend money on good food, but are ready to pay a doctor. The eating of good and nutritious food makes us strong and healthy. A healthy person does not have to see a doctor as he is not sick. The eating of bad and ill-cooked food makes us weak and sick. So we have no other choice to consult a doctor for treatment. When we are not ill, we do not have to visit a doctor for treatment. That is why it is said to be better to pay the cook than the doctor. There are some people who hesitate to spend money on good nutritious food, but they can spend any amount of money to doctors. Health is wealth. If we want to be healthy and wealthy, we should.
Sorry for the inconvenience caused. I think we're facing a network glitch with Nikhil. We will surely go back to Nikhil to find out the importance of healthy food and its relationship with being a doctor less. Let's move on with Mithrin. Mithrin is going to tell you how the events that are going to come cast their shadows even before actually occurring. Say it in a proverb sense, it says coming events cast their shadow before. Let's listen to Mithrin.
Proverb means that the event is good or evil, it's going to be happen, give us certain signs before they occur. In ancient days, people interpreted good and bad omens as the which harbingers events which would be taking place soon. They predicted the event on the basis of omens. In the play of Julius Caesar, it is said that several evil omens were witnessed on the eve of the assassination of Julius Caesar. Both wild and domestic animals has the ability to detect certain signs in their nature's change. The occurrence of the storm can be predicted by certain symptoms. Thus, proverb means that the event is going to be happen, make themselves to know by certain signs and symptoms. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you so much, Mithrin. Next up, we all have inspirations, don't we? Same way, we all have role models. But the way we look at celebrities is that we feel they actually came through is a bed of roses. But we seldom understand those bed of roses are full of thorns too. Now we have Mukilan to tell us the heights by great men reach, except when not attained by sudden flight. To put it in simpler terms, he's here to tell us a longer toil that goes behind success, and it is not easy to attain or keep success without hard work. Let's listen to Mukilan.
We often wonder how the people can and present become famous. Some say they are lucky, I say they are blessed by God, and yet I say that they are geniuses. But these opinions are only partly true. The secret behind the greatness is their hard work. They should go for themselves with hard to reach them. They have to suffer and toil for many series of challenges. No one can reach the top of a mountain without a long, laborious, and often resistance. No man has become great, achieved fame, and name without great toil, effort, and sacrifices. When we see a report an achievement, we forget the long labor which made it possible. The secret behind the success of a statesman is struggles, humiliations, and hard work. No man has been suddenly great. Long of patient effort, sacrifices, generally.
Thank you so much, Mukilan. Truly said. Without hard work, just believing in on luck, success may be attained, but definitely cannot be. Next up, we have Tishya all the way from UAE. She is here to talk about how risks and challenges polish a person. To put it in a proverb, it says, "Rolling stones gathers no moss." So let's listen to Tishya. I think Trisha is facing some network issues. We're really sorry for the inconvenience caused. I am sure Nikhil is, waiting to tell you all about, how you can pay the doctors less, if you all remember that conversation. So let's go back to Nikhil and then try to connect back to Tishya again. So Nikhil, can we hear from you?
The proverb is a warning to those people who are not ready to spend money on good food, but are ready to pay a doctor. The eating of good and nutritious food makes us strong and healthy. A healthy person does not have to visit a doctor as he is not sick. The eating of bad and ill cooked food makes us weak and sick. So we have no other choice to consult a doctor for treatment. When we are not ill, we do not have to visit a doctor. That is why it is said to be better to pay the cook than the doctor. Health is wealth. If you want to be healthy and wealthy, we should pay money on.
Okay, the network is definitely not on our favor this time. Never mind, we will go ahead and end today's show. But before that, we're trying to connect back with Tishya all the way from UAE. So, Tishya, are you here with us? Okay, I'm not sure if Tishya is able to hear us. So I hope you all had a good insight on a proverbs, at least to select a few proverbs today. Please feel free to comment down what is your favorite proverb or what is that life lesson that you learned through a proverb. For me, I think it has to be a friend in need is a friend indeed, because friends are the family you choose. And if you choose your friends wisely, your life is sorted. Please do let us know what is that one proverb that changed your life or maybe inspired you to become a better version. Until then, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye.